It's the Show.
Hello, everybody. Side Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Toronto against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for the Bucks, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
BMO Harris Bradley Center, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And, of course, Kobe Bryant. We'll see how they continue to fare without him.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps him right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help him long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LeBron James. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Curry in at the 1. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th-place finish in that Eastern Conference?
Here's Carter Williams following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Henson with the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. It's Mayo on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Carter Williams connects from three-point range. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30-22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beat. But you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Here's Middleton after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Wiggins passes to Valanciunas. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season, top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So, Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
And so Monroe nails both of them. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up. He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Here's Milwaukee now. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you, Doris. Nice shot by James.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
Here's Mayo following the basket by LeBron James. 18 feet out, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He dishes it to Curry. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Curry. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team compound. And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Curry dishes to DeRozan. Inside. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Henson, a screen on Curry. Curry against Carter Williams. To the inside, Henson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Outside Curry. DeRozan, a screen on Middleton. Fires from deep. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Carter Williams with it. He had 16 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Good. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Monroe with a screen on Curry. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. Again, Mayo missing. Toronto leading by 4. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Now here's Carter Williams after the miss from Stephen Curry. Mayo kicks to Monroe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Monroe's got 6. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Curry against Carter Williams. Down low, stolen by Henson. Outside Mayo. And Henson kicks to Middleton. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. Nice D from DeRozan.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players' part, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Let's look at the numbers for LeBron James. Averaging 21 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for O.J. Mayo. Bucks trail by 4. Now Bayless. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Inside. Puts up the baby hook. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Curry dishes to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Now here's Carter Williams. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Middleton can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking.
Now here's Middleton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Valanciunas against Plumlee. Middleton outside. Henson, a screen on DeRozan. And Bayless kicks to Henson. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis.
Wow, that's right.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4 seed in the East.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Vaughn's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Ennis in for Michael Carter-Williams. And then for Toronto, Booker, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Lowry comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Nash in for Steph Curry.
And this is the tempo you love to watch. I mean, get out fast before the defense can get set.
Yeah, it's really paying off here. Fast break points accounting for their last 8.
And the Raptors did play the other East teams well, went 500 against the rest of the Eastern Conference playoff teams too.
And despite that, we know the Raptors had a disappointing playoff run to end the year, but I thought they still showed that they are a power in the East by having another strong season against the conference.
And the Bucks miss again.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Nash kicks to Lowry. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
For 3.
Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Henson with the screen. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And Lowry has it in the corner. And again.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here is Bayless, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Outside Lowry, lets it go from 11. Tries again. And Nash with the lay-in. And now an 11-point Toronto lead.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Craig. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. 5th, Jonas Valanciunas.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Here is Bayless, defended by Nash. From 12 feet out, Bayless's shot is off.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 8.
Milwaukee foul call.
Mark, one thing about Kyle Lowry, he has a bulldog mentality. We saw that from his days at Villanova.
No question about that, and I love that about him. He's very simple, not really flashy, just consistently beats the rock. He wears his opponents down.
And talking about Lowry, going to Toronto was a godsend for him. I mean, he had clashed with a number of coaches early in his career. His hard-headedness had been working against him. But in Toronto, he learned how to buy into a system and save the wrath for his opponent.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And for Lowry, he's been on fire the past couple of seasons. He's shown toughness, leadership, and the instinct to make winning plays on the court at both ends.
They set the pick. The pass to Bayless. The feed to Ennis. Here's Vaughn. Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 2. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 13. Valanciunas with a screen on Henson. Nash kicks to Lowry. No good on the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Ennis with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Plumlee, no luck. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. James. Plumlee with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ennis misses.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
James outside. Out to the wing. And Booker kicks to Lowry. Here's the floater. Rebound by Ennis.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Nash with the drive. Fires from 14. With a floater. And he sinks the layup. And the Raptors lead by 15.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
O.J. Mayo.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Steph Curry's out there with DeRozan. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Raptors leading by 10. Toronto was a strong team on the road last season, Clark. A big part of why they came away with 49 wins on the season.
And 22 of those 49 wins were on the road. As a group, they managed to keep things close on the road. And because of that competitiveness, they were over 500 there as well.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Dallas.
Well, listen, they owned the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Clock at 4. Here's Monroe. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Bucks trail by 12. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Second in assists. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And, you know, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Now here's Carter Williams. After LeBron James's miss, Carter Williams kicks to Plumlee.
Toronto foul call. DeMar DeRozan. That's his first personal foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Plumlee hits them both.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better get some noise for your energy.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint, here's LeBron, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Second, Stephen Curry. And, of course, D'Angelo Russell.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
Now here's Carter Williams. He feeds it to Monroe. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Carter Williams against Curry. Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
A lot of comparisons have been made about Andrew Wiggins. Kobe Bryant, in fact, Clark went as far as to say that he sees a lot of himself in Wiggins as a player.
Ultimate compliment there. I mean, that's exactly what Kobe Bryant just gave him. Wiggins has the chance to reach that level, I think.
Now here's Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. In the corner, Mayo with it. It's stolen by DeRozan. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Talking about Kobe, seeing Wiggins as a young version of himself. The skill set Wiggins has is eerily similar to that of a young Kobe.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 4 assists in the game. DeRozan passes to James. And they double up James. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
For me, the one thing that set Kobe apart and made him a champion really was his work ethic. If Wiggins can improve and work like Kobe did, then like Kobe, the sky could be the limit.
Monroe's shot is good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's DeRozan. 11 points in the game. And stolen by Mayo. Dishes to Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. Back to Mayo. Takes the 3. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Carter Williams. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Plumlee with the screen. Carter Williams dishes to Plumlee. Mayo kicks to Monroe. The 11-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Monroe's got 7 points here in this quarter. Toronto leading by 10. There's the dish to LeBron. In the corner, it's Wiggins. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Now here's Mayo. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. Wiggins with the block. They recover it. Monroe. And again, the Bucks miss. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And DeRozan. Here we go. No good from Valanciunas.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Plumlee in the post. Working on James. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Booker, he's checked in for Wiggins. Russell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lowry in for Curry.
And you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited.
Here's Ennis after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Ennis kicks to Bayless. Plays it up and banks it in. Bayless has got his first points of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
It's LeBron with the drive and sends it back. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And they double up Russell. Here's Booker. The 19-footer is on the money. Booker's got his first 2 points.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And here's Ennis. He has 5. Bayless's shot is off. Russell dishes to Lowry. To the paint. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Here is Bayless. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Valanciunas sets a screen for Russell. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Stolen by Monroe. Ennis with the ball. Feeds to Bayless. That's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Booker. Passes it to Valanciunas. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Valanciunas has got 6 points. Bucks trail by 12. They set the pick. Ennis kicks to Bayless. Right through the knee for the layup. He's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Henson against LeBron. Right side Lowry. Right side Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Screened by Russell. Now Booker. Again, Toronto.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
Here is Bayless. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Ennis. No good on the triple.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Booker dishes to Lowry. 1:25 left here in the second. No luck.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Ennis passes to Monroe. And James pulls it down. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post game. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Henson with the screen. Pass to Monroe. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Nash is checked in for Russell. Raptors leading by 14. Outside Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. Raptors moving the ball around, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and stolen by Nash. And Booker kicks it over to Nash. Now here's James. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. 2 on the clock. Buries the jump shot. LeBron's got 14 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Raptors up 19. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end. We rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute on the offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 5 assists, and 10 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
You had to love the persistence they showed on the offensive boards in the first 2 quarters. They put everything they had into cleaning that glass. And they came away with a lot of second chance points and a healthy halftime lead to show for it. And they're in a great position right now.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive. Barbecue chicken.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Monroe. 16 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Here's Carter Williams. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got Monroe. Chris Middleton is out there with John Henson. Then it's Michael Carter Williams. And it's Mayo in at the 2-guard spot. He used that pick just right. 6 points for Michael Carter Williams.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Carter Williams. Six on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Carter Williams with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, create in his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
He hits both from the stripe.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Shot by Mayo is no good. Toronto leading by 18. Curry passes to Valanciunas. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 10 points now for Valanciunas.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Mayo. 7 points in the game, and he gets it to go. And that's 18 points for Greg Monroe.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Back to Curry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henson. Carter Williams with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Monroe at the elbow. He kicks it to Henson. Pass to Carter Williams. 5 to shoot. Screen by Monroe. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Toronto with the time. And now, your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Tries from 10, and James with the basket on the assist by Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. Bucks trail by 18.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everything.
For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Check out the stats for Wiggins. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. 13 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Mm-hmm. And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy. Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Plumlee with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Mayo. No luck. Nice D from DeRozan.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Now here's Carter Williams following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Again, Mayo missing.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Inside, Valanciunas throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Now here's Carter Williams. 8 points for him. Monroe dishes to Mayo. Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. Mayo's got 9.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Kicks it out to James. Wiggins outside. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Monroe. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. They get the rebound. No good from Valanciunas.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Monroe sets a screen for Middleton. Carter Williams. They get it back.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Curry. Good.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Carter Williams. Shot clock at 5. Plumlee, the pass to Middleton. And a miss there on the triple.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
The 19-foot shot, and Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Curry. And 11 points for Andrew Wiggins.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Carter Williams against Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. No good from Valanciunas.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Outside Mayo. Monroe with a screen on Wiggins. Back to Carter Williams for 3. Here's Plumlee. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Curry against Carter Williams. Valanciunas sets a screen for Curry. Down low. Tipped away. Stolen by Middleton. And here is Carter Williams. 8 points for him. Middleton outside. Back to Carter Williams. Three-pointer. Carter Williams with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebound Milwaukee. Monroe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Plumlee with a screen on Wiggins. Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. And here's Mayo for three. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. And the Bucks making a change here. Bayless is checked in. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Russell comes in for Curry. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 16-7 run.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got 6. Raptors have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Russell against Carter Williams. Outside Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Russell. Carter Williams the pass to Monroe. DeRozan brings the double team. Here's Bayless. Milwaukee the rebound. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Monroe. Well, Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
The Bucks shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. That's good.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Raptors leading by 21. As you said, the Raptors with the new logo this year, Greg. Good-looking change, too, I think, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's subtle enough to not lose the continuity, but still feel fresh and new. I like that. That's a nice job of balancing the old with freshening up for the new.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now Bayless. He has 6. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Henson kicks to Bayless for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Offensive rebound. And Russell gets it to go.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here is Bayless. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Bayless has got 8 points.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf, a leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very true.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Kicks it to Monroe. The jump hook. The shot no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
James. And no good trying to get that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Raptors out in front, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Raptors leading by 23, setting the floor for the Raptors. Andrew Wiggins is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Nash in at the one spot. And the pass to Monroe. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Valanciunas. Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. James with another miss. The Bucks shooting about 42% so far. Bayless dishes to Mayo. And it's Bayless in the corner. He's looking for Monroe and finds him. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Steve Novak, he's checked in for John Henson. And Damian Inglis is subbed in for Jared Bayless. And then for Toronto, Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Olynyk comes in for LeBron. And it's Ross in for Kyle Lowry. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And there's the feed to Olynyk. Toronto working the ball around now. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability. Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a Game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go. Vaughn gets the bucket. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Here's Inglis. Novak, the pass to Inglis. Nash against Mayo. They set the pick. Here's Monroe. Good. Monroe's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Ross. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there
move.
posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Mayo. He dishes it to Novak. Feeds it to Mayo. 5 to shoot. Vaughn, the pass to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Dishes it to Wiggins. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 5 assists tonight.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Here's Vaughn. Here's Monroe. Biyombo with the block. Nash with it. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Inglis. Novak kicks to Mayo.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
You better be making some noise for your energy.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Steve Novak. Chris Middleton comes in for Damian Inglis. And it's Carter Williams in for Vaughn. A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. James comes in for Olynyk. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Curry subbed in for Steve Nash. Knocked away. Wiggins dishes to Curry.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing, and I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Now here's Carter Williams to the middle. 5 to shoot. Middleton on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Middleton can't get it to go. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
Monroe, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Here's Mayo following the basket by Stephen Curry. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. Good. DeRozan's got 19 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now here's Carter Williams. He feeds it to Plumlee. Mayo, the pass to Monroe. Clock at 6. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Wiggins. Plenty of space. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that one's good. That's now 8 points for Chris Middleton. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Mayo. The dish to Carter Williams. And stolen by Wiggins. Curry with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Curry against Middleton. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Passes it to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside Mayo. Plumlee sets the pick for Mayo. They get it again. Outside for Carter Williams. They shoot again. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
First one falls for him. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here's Russell. LeBron sets the screen for Russell. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And with the three-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great at them, Clark. All 4 of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in 3.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in a season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
For Toronto, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Pass to DeRozan. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Now Ennis. They set the pick to the wing right side. And he overshot that one, missing. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Outside DeRozan. Here's Booker. Great look, but off the mark. Bucks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Vaughn. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Outside Russell. It's stolen by Ennis. Middleton against DeRozan. Pass to Novak. From the arc. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. Novak's got 6 in the quarter.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Inside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron has doubled. Here's Zeller. Banked in off the glass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for LeBron James. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Toronto with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. The drive by Russell. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to them, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron, what have you discovered defensively that enabled you to win this ball game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds.
Perhaps not perfect, LeBron, but certainly good enough. Thank you so much. Kev, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Hard enough for most players to get a triple-double in any game, but he does it yet again. He delivered some serious all-star caliber basketball tonight.
An unreal rebounding effort, 16 boards in total. And every one of those was a product of his tenacity under the glass. Just a gritty, gutsy performance, one of the key factors in this win tonight.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.